Yo, what's up everybody? Derek Source of Ford Reporter. If you haven't subscribed, please do. So I've been doing this YouTube for a while and I've been watching YouTube for even longer. But lately, I find myself switching off the videos of my favorite YouTubers. Why? Very simple. I'll be watching one of their videos and they'll be talking about a piece of camera gear, which I enjoy watching. But lately, I'll pause the video and go and check how much the piece of equipment that they're talking about costs. Half of the time, it's like $6,000. Now I can't afford it. Video off. I've been realizing that a lot of the times they're reviewing things that I can't afford. So why watch? I started to think maybe I should be doing videos about things that I can't afford because there's a bunch of people out there that are just like me. Sure, I would love to own the best camera out, but it just can't. I gotta be realistic. Recently, I bought an RP, a Canon RP. If you go back to the release of the RP, all kinds of horrible reviews. Now, these reviews are coming from people who have $6,000, $7,000 cameras, so obviously they're gonna say it's not replacing their camera in their camera bag. Now, for the average person starting out or actually trying to make money as a photographer or making video, the Canon RP can definitely do the job. I've decided that I'm gonna do a couple of videos, maybe not like a million because I'm not a big tech savvy guy. I like to watch those videos. I don't give you the proper information on what you should buy, and I don't want you to be like, hey, this guy knows nothing. Thing is, I'll tell you what I do know and what I have tried. I figured I might as well talk about a lens that is so cheap for any startup photographer. It's the 75-300. This lens right here. Now it is as cheap as they come. Brand new is about 200 bucks. It is a Canon zoom lens ZF 75-300, aperture 4 to 5.6. So it is a zoom lens, right? Now, aperture 4 to 5.6, what that means is that's 75 millimeters. You got an aperture of 4, but as soon as you zoom out to that maximum 300, it becomes 5.6. Okay, so it's not a 4 through and through. Quality of these photos is pretty decent. It's not amazing, that's for sure, because every photographer could say get yourself a good body, but also match yourself up with a good lens. Now, a good lens can make everything happen for you. Everything becomes easier, nicer, quicker. 75-300 at $200. You know what this lens right here got me, ladies and gentlemen? I took a picture of my friend standing by a fire. Him and his wife just standing by a fire, and they were just looking at the fire, enjoying the moment. Now, that picture with this $200 lens. The camera at the time that I was using was a Canon 70D, a DSLR. The picture that I took, they loved it. It was a pretty nice picture. They posted it and they put it up on their wall. And you know what happened off of that one picture? Someone said, who took that picture? That's a really nice picture. Oh, my friend did, my friend Derek. They contacted me. I ended up doing their wedding. So a $200 lens got me to do a wedding. And you know what? At the time, I was using the Canon 70D. I used this during the cocktail. I'll tell you what, the pictures turned out fantastic. I was very happy with it, and so was the client. So 75-300, $200 lens, brand new, can get the job done. I'm telling you right now, it's not the best. For filming, this is not the best. And also for photo, it's not the best, but you can get the job done. When it comes to filming, the problem is there's no stabilization. And for photography, there's no stabilization as well. So it's kind of tough sometimes because it's very shaky when you zoom out and you're really trying to catch that shot. You gotta be extra steady. For filming, it's a little bit loud. It does make a lot of noise because it is a cheap lens. So you get that tick, 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 tick noise and stuff like that. As long as you got a lav mic, you're good. Because when it's on camera and it's trying to get that focus, it's kind of loud and you'll hear it in your video. I'm gonna review stuff like this. I think that a zoom lens is pretty fun. Sure, you know, quality zoom lenses are the way to go. It's not expensive. It got me creative, and it got me shooting shots that I wouldn't be shooting, and it got me into photography. This lens right here and a 50mm lens is what really started me into my photography and video making. Okay, and I'm talking about cheap, $200. It got me started and it got me doing what I needed to do and what I wanted to do in life. If you're thinking, hey, everybody says this is a garbage lens, I got a lot of nice stuff on it. We're in a time right now where the trend is blurry wedding photography. I'm sorry, it's not for me. I'm not gonna do it. But we have these cameras that are $60,000. I can't afford it. We got cameras at 7, 6, 5, 4, and all the way down. Now here's the thing. You want that camera over there that costs $60,000 because the image is crisp, beautiful shots. Oh, I want a Leica. The shots are just different. It's just spectacular. Yeah, and we're also now adding grain to our shots because the grainy look makes it look more film-like. Okay, and then you have other photographers that are using film grain type LUTs to edit their pictures. So we're going out and we're buying these expensive cameras and these expensive lenses. The Canon 7200 RF lens is like what, $3,000-$4,000? You buy these lenses that are so crisp, so sharp, and then we throw in some grain and we throw in a film look. So is it worth it in the end? Not really. We're right now, the trend is to go back to using film, using actual 35mm film cameras. And it's a big boom right now all over the net. Everybody is going with these cameras because it's just something about it is special. Now what? We need these crisp shots to be editing and dumbing down the quality. Does it need to be as sharp and as crisp as possible with a great dynamic range? And I don't need people to tell me, hey, there's better lenses and hey, there's better cameras than the RP. Of course there is, but I can't afford it. And I'm sure that there's a lot of people out there that can't afford it as well. You know, there's gotta be people that are like me out there that feel the same way. This lens right here matched up with a good camera. Lens hood came with it. I took some sports pictures with this. I took some great pictures of horses running in the field. I did a lot of shots on this that I'm happy with. Now, do I use it as much today? No, I don't, because I ended up buying myself a 7200. This bad boy right here, outdoors, is a perfect lens for some nice blurry background, some nice shots, some good bokeh, you know, not insane bokeh. I mean, you do need some lens correction when you're editing after. Guys, don't always listen to everything that your favorite YouTubers talk about because they got money backing everything up. Sometimes they're sponsored, sometimes it's a sponsored video, you know what I'm saying? So obviously they're gonna talk good about something or they're gonna talk bad about something if it's not what they use. It may not be the perfect lens, but for $200, this is a cool little piece of equipment to have if you're starting out. I'll tell you that right now. I'll be doing videos here and there, certain pieces of equipment that I think can get the job done. And I know that there's gonna be people out there hating and crapping and pooping all over me, scoopity poop, 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 all over this, but hey, go out there and try it. Go out there and try it, get some shots, see if you like it, okay? Always be willing to get your own opinion and not just go with what everybody says. If you go with what everybody says and you want to buy the best of the best of the best, you know, go ahead and do that. But why not buy something cheap, get a feel for it, and see if it's worth it for you to buy something else. Peace out, guys.